So we have some important things to do, which is to say, we started at a point yesterday where you were master hypnotists. You may as well start the way you mean to go on, right? And whilst we were focusing on more the physical forms of hypnosis yesterday, today is a day that we begin the more conversational, the linguistic aspects of hypnosis. This is, after all, conversational hypnosis, professional hypnotherapy, certification program. So in order to do that, it does help if people talk to each other, right? I don't know about you, but I haven't quite perfected the whole psychic projection, psychic reception thing. I wish I could, but not quite there yet. So one of the things that we need to do is everyone to just maybe stand up, look around the room, and realize that there's 100 or so hypnotists that are dying to be put into trance. Now, I'm going to make it easy on you. I really am. And here's the thing. You realize, I don't know if you know this, but you realize that the best hypnotherapists tend to also be the best hypnotic subjects, right? And one of the reasons for that is because you know what the experience is like, so you can help people guide them through their own experience. You know where the pitfalls are, you know where the doors are that you want to go through. And of course, the other reason is because when you go into hypnosis, you have access to all those resources you normally give your clients. So you may as well go there as a hypnotherapist so you have more resources than you thought you did, right? So, to begin that whole journey, I'd like you to look around the room and realize there are like 90, 95 amazingly gifted hypnotic subjects here. I know this because I see them do hypnosis. And I can't do that unless they go into unconsciousness at some point, right? So you have some gifted hypnotic subjects. Now, when you're the subject, of course, here's a secret. Remember what we said about pretend it and it comes true? Well, if you pretend that you're going to hypnosis, at some point, a door will open up inside your mind that helps you be a better hypnotist. And that's worth doing, isn't it? And that's another secret, comes from that, which is if you're pretending to the point where doors open inside your mind that help you be a better hypnotherapist, that means when you're doing hypnosis for someone else, your job's already done. They're going to do it for you, right? So there's no pressure. So what kind of things do hypnotists say to their clients or their subjects? Let's get right down to the basic. Close your eyes and go into a trance. Does that sound like a thing a hypnotist might say? Well, let's take about a minute for you to find 10 people. Introduce yourself, do the whole settling thing we talked about. Get your intention right, H+. Remember, you're going to hypnotize this person and something great is about to happen. And then just tell them, Cliff, just close your eyes and go into a trance. There you go. And when you're done, you go, thank you. Off you go. Now, does that take a long time? Is that easy? Or is it difficult? Find 10 people. You have 1 minute. Off you go. Okay. Okay, you guys are, this is way too easy, isn't it? I mean, we could do this whole day, but let's a little bit more, because we're hypnotists and we're beyond this, right? So what do hypnotists do after they get someone in trance? They deepen the trance, right? You did it yesterday, you may as well do it today. Only today we're using language rather than the physical aspects. So what do hypnotists say? Every time something happens, for example, every time I touch your shoulder, you'll go deeper, deeper, that's right, deeper. There you go, deeper still. Very well, come on back, right? Now, I use the shoulder. I suspect you guys will be doing other things. Every time X happens, you go deeper. Is that easy? So start from the beginning, close your eyes and go into a trance, and every time, touch your shoulder, move your head, lift your hand, tap you on the shoulder, shout, "Bah!" You'll go deeper. Now that you have someone in trance, what do you do with it? I mean, it's all well and good putting someone there, like, ah, here we go, he's out. Let's go to lunch. Is that why you're here? Is that why you're here? No, so we want to do something with it, right? So for the moment, well, why are you guys here? You're here to learn something about hypnosis, to become maybe masterful in the area of hypnosis, particularly conversation hypnosis. Would that be fair that that's part of the reason that you're here? Right? So if you look around you, there's about, I don't know, 95, 100 or so hypnotists waiting to make your dreams come true. So why not use the opportunity to let that happen? So at this point, why don't you do something about learning and mastering hypnosis. Right? How about, and as soon as you close your eyes and go into trance, every time I touch your shoulder, you go deeper and deeper. And now, whenever you hear the sounds in the room, you'll know that inside you, you're absorbing hypnosis at a deeper level. Or something like that. Make it up. Have fun. Go wild. See how many different types of suggestions you can experience. And if you like something someone said to you, guess what? Chances are, yes. I like that even better. Steal it. Because chances are, other people will like it too. Right? Now, there's only one thing we need to add here. We may as well, because you can handle more than 2 things at the same time. It's a classic hypnotic emergence thing. So at the end of that, when you've done a little bit of like, hey, you're learning stuff, you're cool, you'll be a master hypnotist, then just remind them. Number 1, in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3. Then 2, tell them what's going to happen at the count of 3. At the count of 3, you'll come back feeling refreshed, relaxed, alert, or whatever you want. And then do it. So 1, coming out slowly. 2, 3, open your eyes, feeling refreshed, relaxed, alert. It's very simple. 1, tell them what you're about to do. 2, tell them what's going to happen. 3, just do it. Is that simple? Everyone can do that? I'm not overloading you a little bit yet? It's going to happen, don't worry. Off you go. Did your hypnotist do a good job? Yes. Did you like hearing what they were saying? Yes. Isn't it weird? Like, normally someone's saying, whatever. But then you go into this little altered state and suddenly it's like, whatever that was, just keep saying it. It just feels good. It feels right. You got to get that experience. Well, guess what? That's how your clients will feel. They won't know it, but it's kind of a sense of like, just don't stop talking, please, ever. Which is a change, right? Because they used to tell me, shut up. So, what were your experiences? Easier than you thought? You finding yourself going into hypnosis? Kind of by accident? You didn't mean to, just like, oh, I was pretending, but then I thought, why pretend? It's too much effort. So, what's going on here? Why is this so powerful? If you just say to someone, go into trance, go deeper, learn, come back. Surely that's a more direct way of getting the results. Would that work for you? It might work for 1 or 2, actually. So what is it about what we've done here that makes it work? I haven't got the actual words there for that. So what is that we're actually doing there? Let me stand to one side for you. Well, we're creating connections. One of the laws of the unconscious mind, one of the operating procedures, one of the things that it reasons through is through association. You've all had dreams, right? Hopefully. You're all human, I presume. And in those dreams, you probably had the experience that you have these weird levels of associations. You dream about a person that's actually your best friend, but in the dream is actually your father and is wearing your mother's underwear. I don't know, something like that. But you know where I'm coming from with this, right? It's like there's a symbol inside your dreams that is pregnant with meaning and different associations. So it has one action in that dream means many different things to you at the same time, right? Well, that's how the unconscious mind reasons, through association. Now, think about this. Close your eyes. That's an instruction that you can follow, right? It's difficult to do. You have that under conscious voluntary control, closing of eyes. Now, if I somehow attach onto the idea of closing of eyes, if I associate to it another process, something which you really don't have conscious control over, or at least most people don't think, well, how do I do this whole trance thing, right? But if I associate it onto an action you do have control over, well, by doing one, the unconscious goes, well, I guess I'll have to do the other. Now, even this simplistic induction, not with everyone, but with a lot of people who are totally naive about hypnosis, what ends up happening is they'll close their eyes and whatever they think hypnosis should be is where they go. Because they're the associations that they have, right? You guys already have some experience of going to a trance, so that's where you went. And it was easy, wasn't it? Because you can close your eyes, and then the rest happens automatically. Same thing here. Every time, right? You now have gone up a level because you as a hypnotist have control over whether or not you touch them, say something, make a noise, or if their eyes are still open, you create something in the visual field. You have control of that. You have control of the stimulus element. So if you then attach onto the idea of going deeper, which is basically suggesting that they have more of whatever experience they've started up here, what's going to happen? They're going to have the stimulus, they're going to know, oh, there it is, and the associations are going to trigger with it, right? This is where you showed yourself to be more competent at conversationalist than you thought you were. Because I heard virtually everyone that I walked past use these kind of constructions without even realizing it. You can just say, you're a master, yay. You're a master, you're really learning. You said, well, you're getting masterful of these skills, and because you're getting masterful, you're learning it and improving your thing, etc., etc. So you're really doing it. It's actually part of how we naturally speak anyway. So it's just a question of enhancing it, doing more of it.